Yeah, we'll do a little video with you guys today of this 1968 Suzuki T200 Invader we've got for sale here at Williams Vintage Cycle in Xenia, Ohio. Do a little walk around video of the bike with you, tell you what I know about it. Show you some close-ups, and then we'll fire it up and I'll ride it around the parking lot for you. 1968 bike, so it's not a museum bike by any means, not in perfect condition at all, but it's a survivor and it looks pretty good in my opinion still. So let's see, the odometer shows that it's got just a little under 8,800 miles on it. Still the original 1968 paint with plenty of little blims throughout the years. You can see some couple scratches here, some scratches going this way, and not pristine and glossy. It has just a little fade or whatever to the clear coat. So side cover. The seat, I believe that seat's been recovered. Looks pretty good. There's no rips or tears or anything in it, but it's not an original seat cover. It doesn't have the Suzuki script back here, but looks all right. Still has the trim here. There's the right side of the tank. The rubber panels are there. They are pulling up just a little bit here on the edges. And of course, as always happens, the original badges look like crap. They just get old and warp, and I think there is a company in Australia that reproduces these. If you were looking to make a show bike, you could pick up some of those. They may even be on eBay, I'm not sure. Mirrors aren't original. These are just some period correct looking clamp-on type mirrors that we had. The perches on this bike don't have a place for mirrors, so I'm not sure originally if they put mirrors on these or if the original style were the clamp-ons. I'm not sure, but to me they don't look correct unless they have some sort of a little round 60s or 70s looking mirror to them, so that's why we put those on there. This one has the chrome fork springs. I don't think that this one would have used the boots originally, because usually I don't think they chrome the springs on the models that use the boots. They were just a steel. So with these being chrome, I'm guessing that model didn't use the boots. As you can see, the headlight ears, there's a little bit of, I'll show you a close up. There's some surface rust going there, some scratches on the bucket here. So like I said, not perfect. The front and rear fenders, we resprayed those in like just a silver color. It looked, from the pictures we found, looked pretty close to what they would have looked like originally. So, here's the side cover. Still got the decals on it, but they're pretty faded from all the years. Engine looks pretty good. The bike runs well. That's one thing we've done to the engine, is we did vapor blast the cylinder heads, vapor hone, vapor blast, whatever you want to call it. Went through the carbs and cleaned those. Put some inline filters on it. The gas tank, I can't remember if it had rust or might have had just a little bit of surface rust inside, so we did use a liner, and I'm trying to think of what the brand is that we always use. It's it'll come to me in a minute. It's the one that it makes like a silver. Here, I'll just show you a picture. It kind of gives it a, you can't really see too much there. Let me see if I got actually, we may not have lined this one. It looks like it's still original. Let me see here. Okay, I am wrong. This one has not been lined. It still looks pretty good. Originally, you can see the metal. Okay, let's see if I can line and line in there. You can see Kind of tough to see bright sunlight out here. So. So, gas tank looks good inside. That's rare. Seems like most of them are rusty, and we put a liner in them. Let's see here. Exhaust looks pretty good. Header pipe on that left cylinder. There's a little bit of rust there. Right side looks a lot shinier. Engine cases are polished. Shocks look good. Let's see, baffles intact on that side. Correct tail light. And so both pipes have their baffles intact. Chrome chain guard. Here's this muffler. As with most of the T-Series bikes from Suzuki, it's got the left side kickstarter. Kind of different than a lot of other bikes that the right side is a standard kickstarter. The petcock's been replaced with one of the Paul Miller sells the not reproduction, but just a newer style petcock that actually works. So it doesn't have the vacuum that the original diaphragms or original petcocks would have had, but they work pretty well and they're inexpensive. So like 25 or 30 bucks versus $200 or $300. Same thing over here on the badge there. There's this side of the engine, and there's that. Close up of the brake. The tires on the bike have been replaced. We've got a huge inventory of new old stock IRC and some other brand tires from a warehouse that we bought out several years ago. IRC is what most Suzukis came with brand new, so we love to use these on the Suzukis. So these are, I don't want to call them new tires, they were never installed tires, but they're NOS tires from probably the 80s. So, but they're a nice period correct tire. So, and they are the original Inui Rubber Company IRC brand tires. Kind of some 60s, 70s era style grips. Not the original ones that would have been on the bike. But. Okay. Anything else I can think to tell you about the bike as far as the work we've done to it? Obviously replaced the petcock, put a new battery in it, cleaned up the engine with the polishing the side covers and vapor blasting the top end, rebuilding the carburetors, the new tires. Let's see, front brake cable I think was a little ratchety on it, so it's got a new front brake cable from Paul Miller. He has them reproduced with the original gray colors. So that way you don't have a mismatched black cable with the other original gray stuff. Suzuki did the old square bottom headlights back in the day. So. And this one is, I don't know, I'll have to look at it. I can't swear if the headlight bulb actually works or not, but this is the original. As you can see, it's got the S, the original Suzuki S glass on it. These were like a sealed beam. I think there's also a pilot light in there, so when these go bad, they are next to impossible to locate. So we'll look at it when it runs. I'm not sure if that one was still a working headlight bulb or not. I've seen some mods on the internet where guys will cut out the backs and put a different style, you know, an H4 or something, modify it so they can put an H4 type bulb or something in there. But alright, let's see if we can't get this thing started up. I did fire it up for about 2 seconds about a half hour ago just to make sure it wasn't going to give me any troubles, as 1968 motorcycles can sometimes do. But it actually fired up first kick for me, but it's still cold. So as you can see, that engine cylinder head's perfectly cold. Head pipes are cold, so I haven't warmed the bike up at all. So we'll see if it'll fire up first kick on me again. So let's turn some fuel on. Not much fuel in there, so let's go to reserve. We'll give it a little choke, kick her out, key on, and let's see what happens. If I can do this one-handed, one-footed. First kick. The oil injection system is hooked up and working properly, as you can see from just the faint bit of smoke coming out the exhaust. Sounds pretty good to me. Oh yeah, let's check that headlight. It's not on right now. Let's look at the switches and see. Oh, this one might have the double. There we go. This has the double position. So first position is headlight off. Second position is headlight on. So it does work. Look at that. We'll go ahead and leave it in the headlight off position. I did notice this thing, it does have the turn signal switch, but there are no turn signals, and from what I see, no provision for turn signals, so that may have been an option back in 1968, or possibly somebody removed them, not sure. And there's another little position here. It looks like, I don't know what this would have been. Maybe this was a high-low beam, possibly, because there is a indicator here, which is probably the high beam indicator. So that little switch is probably missing. So just so you know. All right, I'll put it around the parking lot here so you can see it runs and rides. Clutch works. I'll try to get it through at least second, maybe third, if the room permits. So here we go. There you have it, 1968 Suzuki T200 Invader. runs and rides. Like I said, not perfect by any means, but she's a survivor. Mostly original bike in good condition. So if you might have an interest, give us a call. This is fall of 2020, so if you're watching this video and it's 2025, I'm sure this bike will be long gone. But if you're seeing it now, so we are Williams Vintage Cycle, Xenia, Ohio. Give us a call, check us out on the internet, williamsvintagecycle.com, or send us a message through Facebook. However you can get a hold of us. Smoke signals, we'll respond, and we'd be happy to talk to you about the bike. So thanks for checking us out.